I do like the points here with the Texans, I think. Pittsburgh's a dead football team. They can't do anything right. No faith in them. I'd have to be on the Ravens. And lay it with the big favorite. Yeah, I like the under. I love the under. Washington's the better team, man. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to cover all 4 games in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. We're going to look at some public betting data, just kind of go through each game thoroughly. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, drop a like on today's video, and don't take this video for granted, okay? I'm not just another talking head on YouTube. I back it up, man. I back it up with numbers here. Coming off just an exceptional wild card weekend, 6-1 in the NFL, the best in the sports betting industry as far as I'm concerned. I'll even put the text on the screen, the exact text that got sent out to the client list. Again, just an absolutely crazy week, crazy really run here for the NFL in general. Like I said, my numbers back up my mouth, okay? I'm 5-1 with winning weeks in the last 6 weeks of betting the NFL, up over 34 units of profit coming off a 6-1 wild card. Up double-digit units. This is unbelievable what's going on right now. I'm on a 7-2 run in the college football playoff, also up double-digit units there. And college basketball, we had some bad beats in the mix. It was hard to really buy when the ball was bouncing the wrong way. Still, last week in college hoops, 9-7, we'll take it and move on. My main focus is clearly football right now. I am not watching too much hoops. I'm focusing on getting every last dollar out of football season. We're going to continue to do that, guys. Again, the texts that were on the screen for the client list. We had a max play, Bills, Ravens, Ohio State. We had the Ravens both first half and full game. We had the under in the Philly game, both first half and full game. And my least confident play, a play I sent out way last week, the Rams actually had a bad number at +1.5 I sent out well before the fires got out of control, well before the game was moved, a play that I wasn't even confident enough to send to new clients that signed up just over the last 24 hours or so. But you know what? Win or lose, if I send a bet out to the client list, I have to own it. It ended up a winning play. My gut feeling was right with the experience of Matt Stafford there and a rested Rams team. So we cashed that as well and add another half unit to the total. You can see that they're updated in the numbers. If you guys want all my plays, and some have already been sent out to the list, I'll put a screenshot there for you guys to see. I've already sent out a nice little chunk, including almost a 5-unit play already. And I will have another max play this week, my biggest of the entire football season. You can see down there, guys, I'm 5-1 in my last 6 max plays. So just because we have less games this week, I'm not taking my foot off the gas. We're actually going for potentially the biggest week yet. It's just a fantastic time to join. We'll be betting college hoops all week long leading up until football. You can see there on the screen, guys, the link to my website, danspicks.net. It's right in the description of this video. It's an absolute no-brainer, man. I don't charge the industry average. It's $89 for an entire month of this type of winning. I know some of you guys shy away because maybe you only bet 10, 25 bucks a pop. Do you see the units? Do you see the units? Even at that unit size, I'm still making you guys hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You're more than welcome to scroll back through all the videos on my channel over years if you want to. All sports, every single year, in profit. Everything's documented here on YouTube. We are coming off that losing parlay. I will mention that as well. I saw a few people comment midway through the game and even after the game, some people just crying that I lost a free play. It's a free play. It's a parlay. Okay, so we lost on Monday night. We won the parlay, gave out on Sunday night. I'm 6-4 in the last 10 I've given out here on my channel. And if you want a better sample size on more serious things, my official free picks that go on the whiteboard, the straight bets that I did the entire season of football, college and NFL combined, 23 wins, only 9 losses, a 72% winning percentage. So just because you're crying because you lost the last $5 in your bank account from my parlay that I gave out just for fun, I literally say in the video, this is for fun. This is not a premium bet. I'm just kind of putting something together for fun, for entertainment purposes. So if you came on a YouTube and you put your last $5 in your bank account on my parlay and lost it, now you're mad and you're saying I'm fake or whatever in the comments, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You're going to definitely not make it in this industry, and have fun at your next Walmart or McDonald's shift. So with shift in motion, we'll shift over here. Let me pull up a screen, guys. We're going to use Pickett Sports to go over these games. So let me share the screen with you guys. I love Pickett, man. We're going to look at this early data. So keep in mind, it is super, super early in the week. Okay. So there's not too much of a handle on these games, but it is interesting to kind of see some early action here. We're going to start with Saturday. Obviously, we got the Texans and the Chiefs. I was going to write some of this stuff down, but I'll just screenshot it and stuff after the video. 8-point spread, 7.5, depending on the book. It did open at 7.5, I believe. I think I caught that on Sunday. The total, we got a 42 there. We got a 41.5. Interesting. Down here, clearly some early money coming on the Chiefs, but the betting splits look okay. More money is coming on the Chiefs side than actual bets made. So that looks actually okay for the Chiefs side, despite the books, opening up a line that was over a touchdown, right? Over some key numbers. The money here is still coming on the Chiefs, and the money's coming on the under, guys. 70% of bets made so far on the game total is on the under, but more of the money, about 76.3% of the money. And we can see a drop there. We can even track the line movement here with Pickett. It's gone down. This was a 42.5. Again, there's 41.5s popping up. I expect this to go down even more. And I do think that makes some sense. By the way, guys, if you're interested in Pickett Sports and you want to know where the public is putting their money on spreads, totals, money lines for any sport, this is completely free. It is completely free. I have a link to Pickett right in the description of this video. And just by signing up with that link, you'll actually get a free 3 up to $100 because Pickett actually does have a partnership with me. So they're giving you guys a little incentive just to even be involved. It's completely for free. It's not a scam. You can get on here, check out public betting information, and maybe get a couple dollars from the referral as well. Again, $3 to $100. It's kind of a random lottery type thing that they do just for fun. So you guys can check out Pickett if you're interested in that. But yeah, guys, we got some early money on the Chiefs here and some early money on the under in that game. And the under, the move does make some sense. I mean, if you guys think about it, the Texans, okay, it looked like a dominant performance over the Chargers, but they got gifted, 4 interceptions? This is also an indoor team from Texas going to play in cold winter weather in Arrowhead. I don't know. Read between the lines, right? So we'll keep going here. Let's go to this next game. We got Washington and Detroit. 8.5 or 9.5, depending on where you look. A big total, 55 or even 55.5 there. You can see on BetMGM. And interesting. So there's actually a little bit of sharp action early in terms of the spread on Washington. We can see here, 87% of bets made have come on the Lions, but only 83% of the money. Again, super early in the week, only about 420 grand on this game so far. And a lot of early money here on the under. We got 70% on the under, but definitely some sharp action on the over. I know the unders were very, very good for a wild card weekend. I believe they went 5-1. I actually brought that up in my wild card video. I said, it might not be a bad idea to not try to pick and choose specific games, but to just blindly take the under for every game. I regret not doing it. But hey, that is what it is. I think the books, though, for the next round, I think they will adjust. And I think, the time to get the unders was the last round. I think, here, I think a lot of people might overreact from seeing all these unders and things. And we might get back to the overside, including this game. The number's massive. I get some early money here coming on the under. I don't buy it. I still don't believe in Detroit's defense at all. I think that Detroit performance against the Vikings was strongly because Sam Darnold is not an NFL quarterback. He's not. He is not an NFL starting quarterback. He's barely a backup. There were open receivers. I watched every minute of that Vikings-Lions game to end the regular season. Look, the Vikings had guys all over the field. In the end zone, on normal drives, they were wide open all over the place. Darnold was just seeing ghosts. He couldn't do anything right. And we saw that again against the Rams. Look, Jaden, he's going to crush it here. He's mobile. I expect points and lots of them. We know the Lions are getting at least 30 in this game. So you're telling me the Commanders can't get us, somewhere in the mid to high 20s themselves? This is going to go over 55, I think. Again, it's a huge number. Am I going to bet it? Maybe I will. Maybe I'm not. People in premium will find out. But I actually do lean towards the over here. It'll be interesting to see where this line goes based on money coming in. But there you go, guys. A lot of money on the Lions early and a lot of money on the under, but definitely some sharp action on both Washington and the over, which I do think is correlated. I mean, if the Commanders are going to cover the spread, it's got to go over because we know for a fact the Lions are getting their points. So if you like the Commanders, you should also bet the over. If you like the Lions to take over in this game, maybe the over doesn't get there. Let's go down to our third game here. Rams coming off that game. So this one's interesting. So the dynamic here is, okay, so we have all these moving parts with the Rams team and the Fires, right? LA team, all the stuff, all these moving parts, they haven't really been on their normal schedule. Okay, so they rallied for one game. They got, again, Sam Darnold on the other side of the field. Crazy, truly, truly crazy. So was it the Rams being dominant, or again, is this Vikings team just absolutely pathetic, lacking a quarterback? And, it's an LA team, a nice weather team, an indoor team, a fair weather team. Again, going to Philadelphia. I got to look up weather reports. It's too early in the week to even do that. We know how inaccurate the weather is. You really got to be within 2 or 3 days to look at a weather forecast accurately. But it's going to be winter weather, right? It's going to be winter weather here in Philly, outdoors, rough environment. Stafford looked pretty good. The Rams looked pretty good, but I think it was, again, at least some case of the Vikings being bad. The spread here, 5.5, 6, depending on where you're looking. The total at 44.5, 43. Makes sense. I think these numbers make sense. Definitely some sharp action here on Philly early. Significantly. I mean, 71% of bets are coming on the Rams. I mean, they look like a hot commodity right now, but only a little over half of the money. So definitely some sharp action on Philly. The money line, same kind of splits, and a lot of money coming here on the under. I'm not sure about that as well. That's an interesting take as well. Again, like I've said already in this video, maybe this week we see an overreaction with the unders, but the books might adjust. We might actually see the overs going like 3-1 or something for this particular round of playoffs. And to round this thing out, just a great game, man. Baltimore and Buffalo. This actually opened up as Buffalo being the favorite. Now you can see there on DraftKings, guys, right here. Buffalo, you can actually get it plus 2.5. Must be some pretty significant money coming here on Baltimore, and not a ton. I mean, it's not crazy. The betting splits don't look great, but the books flipped it, man. They opened Buffalo as a favorite, and they flipped it. I think that's fairly significant. Interesting to see. We have a total here, 51, 51.5, depending on where you look. That is important. If you like the under, please find a 51.5. If you like the over, please bet an even 51 or wait to see if it drops. I think it was at 52 at open. That is a very key number. 27 and 24 is 51 points, and there's a whole bunch of other scenarios that get you there as well. 30 to 21, 31 to 20. There's a bazillion scenarios that can get you to exactly 51 points. 51 is significant in the total world. So just be aware of that half a point depending on what side you like. And it'll be interesting. I mean, here we go. The books have already gotten Buffalo up to a 2.5. Are people going to start betting that 2.5 really, really heavily? Does it go back down? Does it kind of just end up near pick 'em? A lot of people are probably going to tease this as well. We got Buffalo here at home, catching 2.5 points. You could tease them up all through those key numbers. You hear it all over these generic YouTube channels. Teasing in the playoffs. It's an interesting look. So Buffalo teasing up through the key numbers. You get them at, like plus 8.5 on your traditional 6-point teaser. It's probably a decent look. The Ravens do have potential to win though. I get it. It's at Buffalo. Buffalo's competitive, but nothing's a for sure thing. Unless you have really good lines in a specific scenario with a specific team based on multiple factors. Generally, teasers aren't always the best bets, but sometimes they are. They're very, very good. A little wink there for you, for some people that might know what that means. So we got some money here on the under as well, and that's interesting as well. Again, probably just an overreaction from all the unders in the last round. I'd favor the over, but again, a key number here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, I'm going to look into this more. I'll have a couple more videos out, props and stuff. We'll bring up Outlier software, try to identify the best props. I'll put together another parlay, just for fun, same game parlay for divisional round weekend. But I'll put a little bit of effort into it. See if we can cash another one here. Like I said, I'm 6-4 in my last 10 parlays, so 60%. Hopefully we can cash another one. And guys, read the bottom of the screen, read the text. I mean, read everything. The best in the industry. It's not up for debate. I am the best sports bettor in the industry. It will continue. We're going to be betting college hoops all week long. Excited for that as well. And now that we only have 4 NFL games and only the college football championship left, the volume is getting low enough to where I will be able to start really, really watching a lot of college hoops and building my sample size. And the accuracy with the college basketball picks is going to go up. It's going to go up significantly. I expect a big run here coming in college hoops. You guys always see my runs here on the channel, right? And that's some of the most important things. When you guys are sports betting, when you're on premium, and I saw this perfect example just 2 weeks ago. After my one losing week in the last 6 weeks, people canceled their subscription, man. One bad week, and you guys apparently don't have the financial means, or you weren't disciplined enough to simply take the unit size that I sent out with the plays. You lost your ass. I had one bad week and you had to cancel your subscription. That is a for sure way to lose all your money and ruin your life. You have to take the bets exactly how I send them to you. And you have to understand that off a losing week, the chance I bounce back in big fashion is extremely high. My winning percentages long-term. So actually the best time you could possibly join my premium is actually off of some losses. But hey, it's a long-term game. You got to have patience. You got to be able to take a couple losses on the chin. Sports betting, man, this is not get rich quick. Long-term, stick with the program. 60% will take you home. See you in the next video.